Welcome back to Tritone Radio. How are you, my friends?
I'm good.
Oh, am I supposed to speak now?
Yeah, I've instructed you to speak. You may speak.
Insert cricket noise.
Chirp, chirp. We're back. It's your man's Corbin here with Crazy Will as always, and then Mama Bird J back in the house.
Is that my name?
That is your name.
All right. Hey, hello.
I actually told somebody that today, Miss Jennifer Edouard. Well, we're back at you with another episode of Tritone Radio. It's good to have Jenny back in the house. We're actually graced by the presence of my lovely, and most people say this, but I actually mean it, my better half, Miss Sandy Mitchell.
Hello, Sandy.
She is a quiet artist type though and refuses to speak to me.
Not to be confused with Sandy Mitchell.
Mithzel.
That was on the back of
our Moonchief album. Shameless plug.
album. But she is the artist of it, and she's amazing.
And it's nice to just have her here.
Yeah. Good female energy. It's what I've been asking for. So
That's
thank
true.
you, Corbin. Yay.
You will. Thanks, Sandy. Don't thank me.
Okay. Thanks, Sandy.
Well, not to keep you fine people waiting. We're gonna go ahead and hit you with. We're reaching out this week. We're gonna play you some music from all over the place. But this first song is by an artist named Kyshona Armstrong. I really hope I said that right. I apologize if I didn't. But this first song is called Burdens Down. Wilbur?
As I walk to the river, my knees start to quiver. Is there enough water in the world to wash me clean? My heart starts racing. All these demons I've been chasing tell me that I'm not the kind to be set free. Looking for grace in the graveyard. Finding the light can be so hard. Oh, I've been under it and I've been over it. Lord knows I've hit rock bottom. You can crawl through the dark in the sight of it all, or you can lay your burdens down. Yeah, I feel the winds are changing, and my worries, they get to fading. As I stand on that rock that's been trying to pull me down. Oh, I'm done with the hate crimes. To myself, I've been unkind. The goodness in me that was lost has now been found. I leave the chains in the graveyard. I'll take the light and a new start. that rock, throw it in the river. Gonna lay my burdens down. Gonna take that rock, throw it in the river. Gonna lay my burdens down. Gonna take that rock, throw it in the river. Gonna lay my burdens down. I'm gonna take that rock, throw it in the river. Gonna lay my burdens down. Yes, I've been under it, and I've been over it. Lord knows I've hit rock bottom. I've heard those voices call. You can crawl through the door and lose sight of it all, or you can lay your burdens down. Yes, I've been under it, yes, and I've been over it. Lord knows I've hit rock bottom. I've heard those voices call. You can crawl through the door and lose sight of it all, or you can lay your burdens down.
Welcome back to Tritone Radio.
In an accent.
These goobers are laughing at me. But yeah, that was Kyshona Armstrong. I really feel like I'm probably butchering that. Miss Armstrong, if you're out there, please feel free to correct me.
Where's she from?
She is from the city of Nashville. That song was called Burdens Down off her album The Ride.
Sounds really
wow,
beautiful.
really dug that. I don't think we've ever really played anything like that before. She reminded me of, it was very Bonnie Raitt-esque. I believe I said that to you
There was a
guys.
little bit more like grit and soul at the same time.
True.
So
Trying to say Bonnie Raitt ain't got grit and soul.
I'm saying
You
I
don't know
love
what
Bonnie
you're
Raitt.
saying. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, really dig that. Miss Armstrong, like I said, please reach out to us. We absolutely dug your music. Anyway, guys, what have we been up to? We were just catching up with Jenny here. Why don't you get the fine people caught up on what you've been doing?
Well, besides the fact that it's almost officially opossum season, which means that's when the opossums come out and we start seeing their little wiggly
What?
eyes.
What
Awesome.
the hell does that have to do with anything?
I'm sorry, I'm traumatized, guys. I saw a possum today and it's
Oh
scary.
my god!
But anyway, Will and I went and saw Partials, Where Are We, and Anemone, I believe, at 529. They're from Montreal. I can't.
Good show.
Yeah, it was a very good
also
show.
probably butchered the name, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think we
Stupid Americans.
That was my first time seeing Partials, and I was
in ever.
yeah. I haven't seen them. I enjoyed it.
Wow.
I thought you for sure you'd seen them before. That was your first time?
That was my 1st time
They're
seeing
good. I
Partials.
missed it, unfortunately. I was at band practice like a goon.
No,
But-
that's not goon. You were doing what you needed to do.
I know, but that sounded fun.
No, but you were doing something else. You went.
Yeah,
and-
I did. I went and saw our good old buddy Tommy Uribe from Kilroy Cobra play a solo set at Flicker Bar. It was very good. Of course, it's Tommy. Why wouldn't it be? But yeah, so the Partial show was good. You guys saw our dear friend Loner.
Doing well as always.
Apparently, Loner did in fact was the head of wardrobe styling for Partials, and they came out looking pretty snazzy.
Nice.
It was.
So they don't normally dress
Loner
like
always needed to be the head of wardrobe for
they?
something. I feel. That
No,
was
they
a good call.
normally will find a way to do something. Like Partials community is like heavily into alchemy, if you guys know alchemy, and they also host like really awesome house parties in Athens every now and again, and they book a couple of bands and they turn their garage into like a spaceship. So like it's pretty cool.
The vibes
That sounds
were there.
awesome.
Yeah, but they were amazing. That was a good night because they played a lot of new stuff, like a lot of new songs, and those songs were phenomenal.
I've heard Adriana rips on the drums.
Yeah, I think she started off as a drummer in the band originally, and I think she does a couple of other side projects and stuff. But she is a drummer, and then and now they've got a different sort of lineup, a different presentation, and it's all just like really remarkable. I'm like completely blown away. I feel like honestly, like my third eye was opened during their set. And I say this because they constantly take you on a ride, and watch, like being able to like receive where they are right now. It was just wonderful. I think everyone was sort of like completely sucked in.
Yeah, I wish they played like another 20 minutes. That's my only complaint, is I wish they had played longer.
Yeah,
leave them one more though, right?
That's true. I got to come see them again.
Yeah.
Yep, they definitely are. And they're opening up for Rubber Bucket at the Georgia Theater. And this is where...
That's a big show.
Weren't you supposed to be writing it down?
I was supposed to be writing it down. Guys,
we had a whole
you
meeting.
heard me opening up about opossums. Like, you should know, like, my brain is always all over the place. Like,
now I can't
I know
stop
I
thinking
seem
about
a lot
possums.
more put together, but like, I'm kind of a little bit of a mess,
Jenny,
guys.
You know, hey, listen, if it's any consolation, I never thought you were put together.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is expected, baby.
We're all a possum on the inside.
They're scary creatures, and they
fucking
shouldn't
deep,
be. I'm sorry. I spotted one on my eyeball. I didn't even see them all winter, all fake spring, summer, all these weathers.
Okay, off the possum top.
April
Where
10th.
is
My dad
it?
ran
April
over
10th at
Thank you
Georgia
once.
Theater.
That's
They are performing.
Partials and who?
It's Partials, Rubber Bucket, and another band that, Michaela Davis. So it's an artist, female artist, I guess. That's what's in the profile.
Sounds fantastic.
But can we talk about a moment about Where Are We? A lot of people were sort of kind of like consider it a little bit electronic, but I think it's a little bit more than that.
This was the opening act.
The opening
right?
act,
okay,
Where
Just
Are
wanted
We?
to clarify that.
Oh, my apologies. But the opening act, Where Are We, had this like really cool visual screen.
And that was cool. They were showing like pictures of like from the Land Rover point of view of like Mars and stuff, which that's always kind of just trippy to look at. And honestly, as I was watching it, I had the thought of like, this would be amazing if like we could like sit down and watch it like a movie.
I thought that's so funny. I thought the same exact. I was like, this is very good movie.
It felt more like a movie than a concert.
And that's exactly that's it.
We'll
Yeah.
have to get some of that up in here. That sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anemone from
Enema?
Try one more time, just for fun.
Anemone from
Finding
I
Nemo?
hope I'm saying that right.
Probably not. It's okay. Keep going.
Anemone.
They were from Montreal. They were like a Tame Impala meets Beach House is what kind of was like the consensus of that night. They were pretty cool. They know how to like bring it to like where you're dancing and sort of like chill out at the same time. But I enjoyed it. What did you think, Will?
They were cool.
Good answer.
Yeah.
They were cool.
It's okay, you know? Like sometimes we're not going to like everything that we hear. It is
very
okay.
true.
And I think that we're not all the time going to be obligated to sort of enjoy things. And I can sometimes be a little bit of a, I'll be at a show and
We're
people
all
will
a
look
little
at me.
snooty about our
Yeah,
music
we've
taste
always
sometimes,
been.
yeah.
When you think of the mainstream stuff that you listen to, I know some people probably check out when we do the metal episodes, but like reality is that we're trying to play a little bit of everything. And so within that, sometimes we're going to be for it, sometimes we're not. And sometimes we're going to, play music because we're supporting people and supporting the hustle and supporting what they're trying to do, and we just want everyone to hear what we have out here, and you pick what you connect with. And
No, I agree, and we were kind of having this conversation earlier that all the music we play on here is things that we subjectively find to be cool. You know what I mean? Like we personally dig this music. I listen to a lot of these bands on a regular basis now.
yeah, you're introducing me to stuff. By the way.
Hey, that is literally the entire point of this whole thing, is to turn, as many people as I can on to as many bands. And again, we were kind of talking about this earlier and I didn't really get to finish my thought, but the whole idea behind all of this is to do what? And it's to just connect these communities together. And I think that that's the biggest thing. And as long as we can figure out how to do that and what we can all do to be doing that, and what I can do is play people's music and talk about it and hype it up as much as I can, All right, so we're gonna hit you guys with another tune. This next song is called Phaze, and it's by a band called Hum Ripple.
blooper blurps. We'll be able to have like funny blooper blurps for our like promos.
What do you bleeper blurb about?
I don't know, but anyway.
How does one bleeper blurp?
Question of the night.
Is it a verb? Is it an adjective?
It's first grade like Wumbo.
Did you try setting it to Wumbo, Will?
Clearly, and that's how this worked now.
That's right.
Speaking of Wumble, that was Hum Ripple.
Yes, with their song Phaze.
The shout out to Rob Stark for, you know, spreading the word about Tritone Radio. We really appreciate. Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's you guys. You're the ones that are gonna help us get these.
Yeah, more
views.
y'all need to start doing that.
Yes, and he's definitely really awesome about like reaching out and putting his brand out there and doing what he needs to do, as we're all doing. What'd you think of it?
I enjoyed Hum Ripple.
I dug.
I have one qualm, and it is simply that I would like more prog out of that band.
There was some really
there was some
interesting-
prog.
Yeah,
there was some.
It came out and it was
prog.
like,
and I liked everything else they did too. But I personally, that's just a personal thing. This is all subjective. I dig you, Hum Ripple. Please don't take this the wrong way. Just hit me with your best prog.
Hit me with your
The
best prog.
Dude, all day. That's all I'm saying. I like the prog stuff. So give me more prog licks.
I'm a sucker for groove changes.
I know.
Suddenly,
and it was good stuff.
Yeah. I wanted to sort of just like reconnect something that we started talking about before we took our little music break. And that was back about connecting communities. You told us a little bit of a funny story.
Yes. So I am posting this damn podcast everywhere because we need likes and shares. Shameless plug, like, share, subscribe. Do that. I really, like, seriously, I'm going to go hungry and I can't beg anymore. But I happen to be on Reddit. I follow some podcasting page there. And I just happened to see somebody celebrating, that they got, 100 likes on their video or 100 views on their video. And I kind of read through, saw that it was a music podcast and kind of reached out and was like, hey, that's awesome. I do a music podcast too. We're streaming pretty steady, share some ideas. And it happened to be your friend, Josiah Garrett,
Josiah.
who's an Athens cat, small world.
Yes.
And killer bass player, a dude that I follow. I'm sure Jenny will throw it up when she does the video, his Instagram account, because there's tons of instructional bass stuff. Guy's a super nasty bass player. I'm not super familiar with his resume, but I'm pretty sure he's played,
And he also has 2 books out. And if you go on Spotify and you're interested in like everything that's going on within like the music industry, and I just have to say, a lot of the stuff that you've been putting, I've been listening to and reading.
It's needed.
And it's very, very, very helpful. So I appreciate that.
And your bass exercises are.
Yeah, cool. And your bass exercises are awesome. And we appreciate that. Me and Will do.
So, can we have a moment of silence?
Oh,
I've been
Lord.
Very
Hold on a second, Jenny. Go get...
Do you want me to just stop recording for like 3 seconds?
No. Just go get the soapbox.
Oh, yay.
There.
Farewell to Ryan Brown. He founded Friendship Music Festival. I've been a part of Friendship Music Fest for the last 2 years. I can kind of announce that Friendship will be taking a break this year, but it's not gone. It will still come out in some way, shape, or form, but they'll come back next year bigger, better, and just as amazing as it has been for everyone.
Dig it.
As Sandy's wearing a Friendship Music Festival shirt as well. So yeah, that's just, I can get off the soapbox now.
Okay.
But
Well, will you put the soapbox away, please? Shout out to Ryan Brown. He's a very good dude and a massive supporter of local music. So you will be missed. Yeah. But awesome.
and we'll get you as a guest, and he's definitely going to come back and visit, and he has promised to be a guest. So.
I kind of thought he died for a second the way you were gearing that up.
It's like that, sort of, but not really.
Jenny,
Sorry.
You cued it off with a moment of silence and a farewell.
I know, dude. Like,
I just
all we were
wanted
missing was the sad.
The violin. Where's Johnny when you need him,
Yeah,
damn
I
it?
know. Moonchief, shameless plug.
Moonchief, shameless plug.
Oh my god! All right, let's play another song. So this is another song Will picked actually most of the set list tonight, which is it's we kind of let him off the leash, I guess, as it were.
What?
So this is a band called Flux, Capacitor, and this song is called Evolutionary. You're listening to Tritone Radio, and that was Flux Capacitor, and that was their song Evolutionary off their album Monolith.
That felt
Some dope stuff.
Very good. Some just groovy, widespread type vibes up in there. That's just
what it was. It was widespread.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's just the kind of band that you're
Makes you want to boogie.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Like grind.
Grind, yes. That's a more accurate term. Bump and grind, just
It's just
That was,
go.
that
It's
was
just
quite
like
a motion Will just made.
you're not, you're just going with it. I love when it's like
that's
that.
the kind of band that it's like the middle of the afternoon at a festival and you've taken too much LSD and then they start playing and you're just like, okay, I think I'm gonna be all right. This is actually what the doctor ordered.
Yes.
But yeah, dig you guys, Flux Capacitor. Will actually reached out to them and they seem very cool and hopefully they can roll through here soon. And they are coming through. Will, what was the date on that show?
April 5th.
April 5th at Nowhere Bar. You can go see that band. It's in Athens, Georgia. Yeah, awesome. Dig it.
Are we doing some dates as well? Should we segue?
Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah. So also in April, actually, Electric Blue Yonder and Lane Denton will be playing at Nowhere Bar.
Both of which you've heard on our
April
podcast.
9th. Yeah. And
Kyshona Armstrong is going to be playing at Home by Dark in Alpharetta, June 22nd.
Another place I have never heard of.
Corbin?
Oh, I'm only going to tease, I think you guys pretty much covered it. I'm going to tease one show that you might be getting. Yeah, shameless plug time. Sneak preview. There's a Moon Chief show with some... you want to talk about a stacked lineup? I got you on the stacked lineup. I'm not going to give it all away right now, but
let them warn him more.
You'll yeah.
Every month you'll get a new name.
Yeah. But it's going to be at a certain legendary club in Athens that I'm very excited about. It's going to be cool.
On May 24th.
May 24th.
Yes. So
allegedly.
It's not official until it's been signed, sealed, and delivered.
So I wanted to talk about this really cool thing that me and Will went to. Since you got to talk about...
That I wasn't invited to.
You were 100% invited. You're always invited. Don't flex.
I remember specifically like, hey, Jenny, we're going to this sound gallery. And you're just like, fuck that.
That sounds about right.
Bands? Ugh.
Yep, that's me.
That was Jenny to a T.
It's probably my hibernation mode.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so we went to, it was hosted at the Earl and it was referred to as a sound gallery. Now I thought this was going to be some whack hipster bullshit, but
what made you go?
Because our friends Help Computer were there, and I wanted to go support. It was in fact not that though. It was in fact not whack hipster bullshit. It was very, very cool. Now what it was all these bands. How many bands would you say there were, Will?
At least 10?
At least 10, probably around 10. They all just set up their own little stations in the Earl, like inside the venue, and they set up computers and their new albums and a pair of headphones, and people were just walking around. As my friend Hunter, saxophone player for Help Computer, described it as a science fair for musicians.
That is dope as hell.
It was really cool. And that's why I was like, I knew you were going to dig it. You should have come. It was neat.
Shout out.
Shout out to Jen Hodges, who is the person who put that together. What was the name of her band, Will? Spurge. Oh, very cool. It was some crazy prog rock, just prog. Sorry. But she put the whole thing together.
Was that the first time, or they're gonna do?
So when I talked to her, I gave her a copy of the EP, and it sounded like she was going to try to put another one because it did pretty well. I mean, with 10 bands, you're going to have at least a handful of people show up to an event, even if it's on a Tuesday night.
How was it like a whole bunch of headphones?
Yeah.
So how was it filtered? Like, how were you able to sit and listen?
It was kind of like...
You kind of had to stand and listen, and it was admittedly a little awkward, like to just stand there. But once you kind of got over that initial awkwardness of standing in front of somebody while they're playing you their music, it was definitely like...
How many headphones did each band have?
Some had
one or two.
Two.
Oh, okay.
Who was his name? Was Ben, right? He had 3 different...
Ben from the Buzzards of Fuzz, who reached out to us as well, who we will get on the podcast at some point. He'll have to forgive me. I can't remember the names of all of his bands, but he had 3 of his projects on display there.
Yeah, Buzzards of Fuzz is the one I remember the most.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Gas Hounds. That was one of the other ones. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to him. He's a real cool dude. We're gonna get him on the podcast for sure. But yeah, it was Jenny. It was super neat. I was really kind of like,
that's fun.
Where's Jenny?
I don't know. I didn't get the guy. I have to look through my phone, but I definitely
got that invite. You always get that invite.
Hey, this is the invite. You want to watch UFC while we drink a lot of beer? And I'm like,
Why don't you
I'm
want to watch
good.
UFC?
I like UFC. Did you not see me
Yeah,
turn
you
into
totally
a
got
UFC
into it.
fan?
Dude, we got turned the other night.
I became a USC fan for a day, and I actually enjoyed it. I do respect the craft
brief
and all of
aside,
it.
crazy night. John Jones, Anthony Smith, Tyron Woodley, Kamaru Usman,
Shit was dope.
Funky Ben Askren. It was, I'm losing people.
Can we talk
Whatever.
about what the hell happened last night?
What happened last night?
Derek Lewis, man.
Oh, last night Derek Lewis got knocked out.
But yeah, that night when we went to go watch the Conor Khabib fight, my balls was hot.
Yeah. There's a famous quote from this guy last night, and after his last fight, he took off his pants and stated to Joe Rogan, who asked him why did he take his pants off, replied with, "My balls was hot."
Oh my god.
It kind of went viral, and now everybody loves Derek Lewis.
What's not to love?
Also a badass.
What if there's a GIF?
Admittedly. Oh, there definitely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty awesome.
But yeah, UFC is not whack. I don't think it is.
All right,
I like
cool.
the stories.
I'm a fan, personally. But anyway, Jenny, thanks for coming back in for the night.
Yeah,
It's
like
been
you
nice
know,
having you back.
I like to come to the mic every now and again. I'm behind the scenes, guys, doing all the little edits. So if you watch the videos, I really appreciate that. Definitely subscribe. If you have a YouTube, account, just click the subscribe. And we're getting some people, spread the word,
Yeah,
tell your
anybody
friends.
that just does it when I tell them about it is my favorite person.
Yeah, and we've gotten some really dope likes as well. Like people are like literally like, it's just like your boys or your friends or your.
We're cool.
Yeah, exactly. We should
We're
do some
hip.
shout outs.
We're in.
But
yeah, good night, all in all.
Yeah,
I think we
good
got
night.
one more song in us, correct, Wilbur?
I believe so.
All right, right on, man. Well, yeah, you guys haven't heard this, but I think you'll really, really dig it. This is a band that was suggested by a friend of mine, and they're called Electric Kiff, and the song is called See You at the Corner off their album Heist. Good night, everybody.
Peace.